Hi everybody. In this module, we will review some important assumptions you have learned so far from an introduction to corporate finance class, like the one you probably just finished, finance for decision maker. First, time value of money. Money has time value. For today's $1 is worth more than tomorrow's $1. But what does that mean in practice? Okay. It means you cannot simply add cash flow at different points in time. Okay. For example, we have a problem here. Look at you are going to make $100 the first year, you make $150 in the second year, and $200 in the third year. Now, what is total amount of money? Okay, you are making here. Now you cannot simply add 100, 150 to 200, say, oh, I make a total of $450. That is wrong. Okay, from corporate finance point of view. Why? Because money has time value. Today's $100 is worth more than 2 years or 3 years later $100. Okay? But if we want to add on, then you have to do it in a correct way. How? Okay, you say you may add the present value of this cash flow, or add future value of this cash flow. Okay, so you can think of like a present value, see, of $100 in the first year, okay, is smaller than $100. Okay, because you have a discount in 1 year. 150 in the second year will be discounted more, right? So if you calculate discount the cash flow of each of these cash flow, okay, then add them together, okay, you have 365.40. Okay. Now we say the present value of this cash flow at t equal to 0 is equal to 365. Okay, you may also add this cash flow in slightly different way. You can add future value of this cash flow. Future value of this cash flow will be first $100 in the first year will earn 2-year interest. Okay, toward the third year, okay, 150 will earn 1-year interest. So if you calculate, okay, use your financial calculator to verify the number, and you will have 486. That would be the correct way of adding up the cash flow at the different points in time. This is a very important concept. You never add cash flow directly at different points in time. Instead, you have to add either discount cash flow, okay, or the future value of cash flow. Another concept that is also very important in finance, okay, is cash flow versus net income. Okay. In finance, we care about the cash flow, not net income. Okay. What does that mean? Okay. It means a company can have zero net income. However, okay, the company, even with zero net income or very few net income, they can have a lot of cash flow. Now, in finance, we think it is the cash flow that's keeping the company going and going. Okay, you can look at the financial market. Okay, you can look at the financial market to see the difference. Okay, to see the difference, the cash flow and the net income. Okay, so let me give you a typical example. Okay, let's look at like IBM. If you look, if you look at IBM, the stock price is now 122. And how much they have made last 12 months? Uh, they made $8.81 last 12 months. Okay, so per share, they made $8.81 per share last 12 months. Okay, what's the stock price of IBM? 122. Okay, so let's look at another company. Amazon. Now, how much net income Amazon has made last 12 months? They made $26. $26 Amazon made in the last 12 months is approximately 4 times of what IBM has made last 12 months, right? But look at the stock price, right? The stock price of IBM is only $120. Okay, Amazon is 3,294. 3,294 is more than 10 times. Okay, more than 10 times. It's like 20 times what IBM stock price. Well, you might think why IBM is made like only like a quarter of Amazon's made, right? But why not just the stock price of IBM is a quarter of Amazon stock price, right? If it's a quarter of Amazon stock price, would be like maybe like $600, $700. But that's not what you see in the financial market. What happened? Because investors pay attention to cash flow. Amazon, even Amazon does not make large net income. They have made tremendous amount of cash. They have tremendous amount of cash flow. It is cash flow that investors pay attention to. Okay, it is cash flow that's making Amazon companies going and going. Okay, so that's another very important concept in finance. We pay close attention to cash flow, not net income. Now, you probably learned in corporate, typical corporate finance class, what is goal of a firm, okay? And we learned that goal firm is to maximize shareholder value, right? But from time to time, you see the manager do not act in the best interest of shareholder. Instead, they act in the best interest of themselves. Okay? So what do we call this in corporate finance? We call this as an agency problem. Managers are hired by the shareholder to work for the shareholder, okay, as agents. Okay, but here, some of these agents, okay, these managers do not make decisions, okay, in the best interest of the shareholder. Okay, instead, they make the decisions in the best interest of themselves. Okay, enjoy themselves. Okay, when this happens, okay, we call this as an agency problem. Now, to solve this agency problem, then the company will hire additional lawyer or accountant to monitor them, okay, to keep an eye on them. Okay, so there's a cost to hire additional accountant, to hire additional lawyer. Okay, so that is called agency cost. Now, of course, agency problem, agency cost can be a whole semester's like a class. Talk about how this agency cost, okay, help the company to improve performance. Okay, but here we just touch the important concept. We should remember this. Okay, oftentimes the manager may not act in the best interest of shareholder. Okay, this is called an agency problem. And finally, okay, we want to review the concept Fisher separation theory. Okay, what is Fisher separation theory? This Fisher separation theory says the following: investment decision of a company is independent of the financing decisions. Okay, so when the company has a good project, okay, whether this project will be financed through debt, equity, or combination of debt or equity, okay, this is not important. The important for the company to do is choose best investment decisions. We will look at actually in this module. We will look at example 1, example 2. We have a lot of examples to illustrate. Okay, to illustrate this Fisher separation. Investment decision is separating from finance decision. So that's the end of introductions.